Hey, you guys. So good to be here with you today. I haven't gotten ready yet today. I have no makeup. I haven't done my hair, but I had something important that I wanted to share, and it was more important than how I looked. And besides, I've got these eyelashes on. That's like half the battle, right? Um, Today I'm going to talk about, I've titled this, You're the One Writing This Story, and here's how to write it. Here's how to make it a good one. Um, I want to start off with an experience that I had. First, if you are joining me, I want to show you one little thing. My if Do you guys watch the show Bluey? My son is really into the show Bluey. It's super cute on Disney Plus, and in that show, one of the episodes, the little dog goes around. She's missing a puzzle piece, and she makes little posters everywhere for her missing puzzle piece. And that's what my son did on the wall here. He made a little poster that he was missing his shoes, and they are posted all around the house, including in my office. But what I wanted to share with you today is about writing your own story. So this week, my youngest sister, graduated from college. You might be thinking, what? You have a sister in college? Yes, we are 20 years apart. Um, and she graduated from college, so congratulations to her. And I was talking, we were not able to go to her graduation because my kids have finals and things this week. But my other sister went, and she went to school in Hawaii, so that was fun. And so I was talking to my sister um, about our baby sister's graduation, and we were talking about our own graduations. And my sister remembered we graduated at the same time. She got her associates when I got my bachelor's degree, and that was up at BYU, Idaho. And she remembered that our parents were there, that they gave us each a lei. I remembered that my parents were not there and my husband's parents were there. We did some fact checking, and I we couldn't find any pictures. I'm pretty sure I need to check with my parents, but I'm pretty sure they were not there. But anyway, here's what's interesting about this. First of all, memory is interesting, right? Because we think we remember something one way when it really happened another way. But let me tell you why I wanted to share this little experience with you. It's because her story, my sister's story, that our parents were there, um, was a story that helped her feel good about that situation. She felt supported. She felt like our parents came to her graduation and supported her. Now, we don't necessarily want to, invent things that never happened. However, this is the important part. We can both decide that we were supported by our parents, whether or not they were there. We can look back at that experience and decide how we're going to write that story. We can say, yeah, I was supported by my parents during college or at my college graduation. Whatever has happened to us, we decide what that means in our lives. We create the meaning of each experience. Another example is when I was younger, I really struggled with my body. I did not like my body. Um, and it was a real struggle for me. Now, looking back, the story I told for a long time was, oh, woe is me. I got this body with, bigger legs or whatever. Now I look back, and the story that I tell is I'm so grateful that I got the body that I did, because it taught me at a young age that I needed to exercise, that I needed to take care of my body. And because of this particular body that I was given, I take better care of my body than I would have otherwise. The circumstance didn't change. I had the same body, but the way that I looked at it totally changed. You're the one writing the story here. I read an interesting book this week called Midnight Library. It's fiction. It's about this woman who just feels like her life situation is horrible and she wants to die. And she's hovering between life and death. And she goes to this place that's like a library. And in the library, she reads a book of regrets. And in this book of regrets is all the things that she all the regrets that she has in her whole life. And it's so heavy and it weighs down on her. And she's like, exactly, this is why I wanted to die. And the librarian who's there tells her that this entire rest of the library is filled with books that she can go and take from the shelf and live out what one of those things that she regrets, like she regretted not marrying her boyfriend, her fiance. She can go live the life that she would have had if she had chosen to marry him. And it's a really interesting book. I won't give you too many spoilers in case you want to read it, but here's what the ultimate thing is that she learns is that she is the one deciding the meaning of her life. She's the one writing the story. And it doesn't matter so much the circumstances that she's in. What matters is the way she's telling the story. And that is true for me, and that is true for you. It matters how we're framing the story. And so look at those things that are bothering you. Look back at those things that, well, that wasn't fair. Well, I don't feel good about that. Whatever story you're telling yourself, and see where you can rewrite the narrative, because the way you tell that story makes a difference. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope this was helpful to you. It's something I've been pondering on and that has been taught to me in a lot of ways over the last couple of days. And I think it's interesting when that happens. When I have these lessons, kind of the same lesson from a lot of different sources, I'm like, that was something I needed to learn. And hopefully it was something that you needed to learn too. Let me know how it hit with you and what stood out to you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.